Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. We're continuing the trend I'm going to be doing over this next little bit, where we're going for all these ones that require you to get a stupid amount of Tremor EO gifts. That the basic general gist is that you can't get any of the fusion gifts, so we're doing a no fusion gift Tremor run. Now, for this one, getting this more refresh chances is really important, because we basically need to get time-killing time, I think, to do this one. Like, I haven't done the math, but I think that's the physically only way you can get the 15 tremor gifts, unless there's a lot of general ones. There might actually be. I don't know, but there's like 5, like, different ones, not even including fusion gifts from time-killing time, so definitely a pretty important part of this. And then otherwise, like, I like the keyword refresh. I'll just take Perfected Possibility, sure. Might as well. It means we get to start with 2 gifts, which, I mean, is nice, undeniably so. It's more Tremor, right? And we also get a random tier 3 to start out with, which is good. Switch to normal, of course. But yeah, it's... Probably go Flat Broke Gambos here, yeah. It's very funny for Tremor ones, because there's only effectively 2 floors that, I think take Bell here. I think Bell's best for us. Yeah, okay. A little bit like of, something that doesn't matter, like, as much, but we actively don't want Clockwork. Oh no, that doesn't even, never mind. I was going on Mirror Dungeon 4 logic, no. Ignore what I was just saying there. It doesn't matter who we pick, I don't think. You get the events for any of them. But, where was I? Yeah, the only... Other than the time-killing time ego gifts, the only floor that has Tremor ego gifts... The only, like, floor-specific Tremor ego gifts are the Wrench from SEA, and, like, technically the Pocket Watch from, technically the Pocket Watch from the... Whatever it is, the Certain World floor, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember its name. We're also running TLA on the back just to get that one out of the way, because TLA is very weird to actually run. But yeah, and the one from a certain world is a fusion gift that takes a single Tremor gift to make, so it's not even like a net increase. So yeah, you're very reliant on getting that time-killing time. I'm running T-Corp Dawn for this, of course. Mainly just because we don't have some, like, the usual picks, on the team. And that, of course, is because we have TLA on the back burner, so we don't have access to anything for Ishmael or Heathcliff. Heathcliff has Uthvi, Ishmael has Vi West, both pretty good Tremor units, but we don't get them, so we're just gonna run T-Corp Dawn into time-killing, or not time-killing, Eurodivi Ryoshu. Technically is time-killing time Ryoshu, but, you know, that's not the faction name. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Tremor, its fusion gift is a weird one, right? So it's coupled oscillation. It's certainly a good ego gift, but it's been through a weird bit, because it was buffed from what it originally was, because originally it wasn't, like, particularly great, because it didn't carry over the 2 fragile this turn and next turn from the bell. So it was one of those few ones where you could definitely argue that it wasn't necessarily better, but they fixed that, of course, in Mirror Dungeon 4. So it's been pretty solid since then. And they made it so it also just adds a bunch of stagger thresholds instead of just being... Or did they, or is that the old one? I don't remember. It all blends together. Tremor's weird. Last season is when we got, you know, Tremor Reverberation, which kind of definitely killed a lot of the fun of Tremor to me. Feels a lot less funny now. Yeah. I mean, the new, I forget their names. Whatever the units we're beginning for the sweep event seem to be at least partially Tremor, right? Because there's a Tremor Burst in there somewhere. Curious to see what they'll do with that. If they're both Tremor, it'll be weird, because that means a new Tremor 3-star for Otis. Which means it's fighting Molar, but... Could be decent. Molar isn't, I mean, Molar Otis is a case of an ID that's just really good for the team, but not, like, crucial, right? Compared to something like Faust or, I mean, I guess, in general, Tremor, none of the actual IDs are crucial for Tremor as much as the egos are, huh? Like, if they had a new, like, better Tremor ID for either, like, Honglu or Faust, they'd still be stupidly good because it's their egos that really count. Most of the IDs themselves are nice, but not crucial. Like, realistically, like, Molar Otis is, like, the case is, like, the most important, like, ID just because of how many bursts her skill 3 does, right? And how more money, many skill 3s she can usually get. But yeah, it's weird. There's Venomous Skin. Sure, we'll take it. Do normal refresh 2. Dixie Divergence. That's a bunch of Tremor stuff already, jeez. Was one of those for the floor clear ones? It might have been. I don't remember what the floor clear rewards were. We already have, like, what, 6 Tremor gifts, though, so we're on a good pace. Okay, eye at a time. Easy enough of a fight. Yeah. However, the Ricardo announcement was certainly out of nowhere. I assume it's random. I don't know if it's actually, like, event related. I don't know. The event announcers are weird because we didn't have event announcers whatsoever until, like, the reruns. And it's certainly odd. More the Ryoshu line again. Why do I just keep getting the Ryoshu line? I could probably look it up, actually. That's probably the smart thing to do, because I'm sure Limbus Wiki has some of that sort of stuff, like, written down for the Virgilius announcer. Maybe? I don't know. It's not too important yet. Random Eo gift? Sure thing. Faint Vestige. Might have been a Tremor gift we got there. Okay, yeah, we did get both those already. We'll just grab Prejudice then. That's fine. Oh yeah, wait, there is Oil Gun Spanner. That's actually one of the Eo gifts we need. Yeah, it's this, and now we just gotta make sure we go to Time Killing Time floor and we're set. That's how few Tremor floor specific stuff there is compared to like Bleed, and how Bleed has like a bunch of things. I mean, most of the Eo gifts don't have like a stupid amount of floor specific stuff. All things considered. I'll just take it, yeah. We could fight you, we'd probably be fine, but it doesn't matter too much. Got you. Yeah, let's see. How are we doing on get Tremor so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. And we'll get 7 for clearing the floor. And probably more random stuff just for the shop. Chances are. Since there's a bunch of stuff we haven't gotten yet. A lot of tier 3s and the like. The huge. We get that good old daring decision off. How quaint. Okay, yeah. Being quiet because I was taking a look at the wiki. They don't have all, like, the conditionals listed for the special center interactions on there yet. Yeah, we keep on getting the Ryoshu one, though, so Ryoshu's is probably just for, like... Maybe it's for hitting, like, a physical weakness, right? So I think it's different lines for hitting, like, physical weakness and resistance compared to hitting, like, sin weakness and resistance. And hitting physical weaknesses is fairly easy to do because against staggered enemies anything counts. Right? Nice. And oh no, not explode yet. We inflicted it last turn. Slay me. Losing track of time. Like the time killing time. Let's see, just keep on stacking damage on this guy because it's funny. I really wish they had, like, the total damage dealt thing even when enemies died to turn to end time moratorium. Just 'cause I'm curious how much the number ends up being sometimes. Like, it's not insane here, but, like, we're using some solid skills here and there, right? So it should at least be something. Yeah. Well. That's a victory. Costs better, yeah. A bit more versatile, I'd say. We can do this risky encounter. I don't know why I think it's always been like this, right? Where, like, the risky encounter just is all different from the other ones despite still being the exact same enemies. It's just a display thing. Sometimes the weaknesses can be weird. They display weird, that's for sure. Okay, some of yous. Look at those idiots enjoying themselves, yeah. Own those freaks, I guess. Why not? Okay. Nice. Okay. Stagger, and then we get a good old Progressive Maidens. Let's see, does anything happen here? Yeah, okay, I think it's hitting physical weakness. I think that's what it is for Ryoshu. It happens a lot, so it definitely makes sense that I've seen it so many times. And I know Rhodion's is for when she's got a buff on herself, which she does buff herself a decent bit, but I think it needs to be, like, buff that she has at turn start. I don't know fully sure, though. The announcer lines are weird. General just rule is that they are very weird. Pendant, sure. And we can get Dawn skill change is funny. You know, I'll take it. We get our free tremor roll after all. And there's the oil gunk spinner. No thanks. Another tremor roll maybe. Mere tactile synesthesia. Okay. We can sell the vestige for that. And we still have our free normal refresh we can use. Just see if we get anything else just randomly by chance. No? Okay, that's fine. Probably not worth enhancing gifts. I guess since we're not fusing, like, getting Belta ++ would be pretty solid, but don't particularly want to worry about that yet. Yeah, Mirror Tactile Synesthesia is the one you fuse with the Chief Butler's Handbook in order to get Pocket Mirror, which is, like, the one other floor-specific Tremor gift, because you can only get that from a certain world. The Butler's Handbook thing. Will they have enough Tremor on them by then? Maybe? The gifts and stuff, it might be a little bit chance. You inflict 5. Should have enough. Do we do it on the head, though? Probably. We just kind of focus a decent chunk of our stuff on that, mayhaps. We could actually... Oh! Okay, well, we're not gonna worry about, getting too much tremor funnies going on here, it seems. Huh. That's a little unfortunate. We have Soda equipped. I still have Soda equipped from, normally, you know, I'd never turn off Cavernous Wailing just because it's the one that has the most uses, like, in general. But, silly me. I forgot about the fact that, I probably should have, like, mass attack or something. Oh, well, that's fine. Forgot about the fact that I had Soda equipped because I had it for the whole joke about the fact that Honglu's finally got a Poise ID so you can get the on-crit conditional. Don't think I used Soda whatsoever, with full stop? Did I? I doubt I did. I can't remember doing it, so probably not. That's fine. We're gonna take a little bit of damage ourselves, but, like, the big crab dies next turn, so we could actually let them hit us and stuff. You know what, let's commit to the bit. You've only got 400 HP, we get fully healed next floor, all that sort of stuff, so let's just go fully into the head, or was it head or was it shell? I don't remember which one we went for. Whatever one has the time moratorium, let's just go all in on it, because it'll die at the end of next turn, and even if all of our sinners die, which they won't, we'll be fine. It sounds like a funny idea. I know I don't have another Dawn skill 3 here, I would have noticed otherwise. Which part did we get the time moratorium on? The head? Yeah, okay, it was the head, which is the leftmost one here. Alright. So keep on going all in on that one. You are Sloth weak, so you'll take increased damage. Really is a shame I don't have another skill 3 on Dawn here, because she is the slowest. If we had that, we could have popped it and then seen the total damage, but that's why I got that skill 3 change, right? For more funnies like that. Even if it's going to make our life significantly worse when it comes to normal encounters, because there's going to be a lot more times where we're just going to accidentally get time moratorium and have to wait for the enemy to explode. Oh, did you just get staggered by the shield? Oh, God. That's never mattered before, but, like, we aren't breaking the shield, so you're, like... Because, the defensive skill that King Trash Crab has... It has the special effect of, like, reflecting, like, a little bit of damage whenever it gets hit until you break the shield. We can't break the shield because we can't do physical damage right now. That is really funny. I don't think that's ever mattered before. Yeah, you die. Not that it matters, because, you know, this is Mirror Dungeon 5 and your actions don't matter. I think we actually lose sanity. I guess that's, like, the one reason why it matters. We'll have to build a sanity back up in a normal encounter. Oh no. The horrors. Spanner? Cool. I'm checking some mana, not the floor I was looking for. Can we get something funny? We've got a bunch of refresh, so we can spam that, see if we get any, like... That's a new Tremor gift, but I want to roll for, like, a tier 4, because that would be very funny. Cogs, Nothing too special. We could just go for, like, a random tier 3. Regular refresh cost minus 30%. I mean, that is nice. It is only regular refresh, so it doesn't work for keyword refresh, but we can just fuse away that tier 3. We don't actually need it for its purpose. Yeah, your sanity's gone down. Oh, no. What a shame. Sure. Might as well. I don't really feel like fighting you for the sake of an old bandage. Like, you can beat up this, like, sad little bear in exchange for just, like, a used bandage. Like, that's tragic stuff, isn't it? Oh, we needed to reselect you. It's fine, I'll do that afterwards. We will live without having Ryoshu for a fight. Expand the halt. Oh, that's actually really annoying. Save that, yeah. I think saving that is the play. Also save that. Do not pop your skill 3 on that guy. Maybe we shouldn't pop yours, but now, well. It makes sure we do the damage against that guy, which is nice. We get all the candles to 1 pretty easily, it looks like. As expected. Although I feel like if I got like an unlucky tails like on a couple of those skills, I wouldn't have gotten all the candles to 1. So I shouldn't like portray it as like, oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I guess. Because I could have thrown. I didn't though, and that's what counts. You discarded your skill 3. That was a bit foolish of me, wasn't it, huh? I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that. Oh well. Could have saved that too, because it was a bottom slot skill 3, right? So if I just defensive skilled, you wouldn't have discarded it, but I completely forgot about the fact your skill 2 would discard the skill 3, so we should have just used it then, or realistically, we should have just defensive skilled it, so that we didn't lose it when we used the skill 2. But it doesn't matter. You've got blue Tremor now. Enjoy your -3 clash power. You're out of Tremor now, though. So, did it matter that much? Not particularly, but that's fine. Wait, did we hit one of the candles to extinguish the light. We sure did. Yeah, I didn't think about that mass tech moment. A lot of things I'm not thinking about, huh, this run. I'm a little bit out of it when it comes to mirror dungeoning, I suppose. Well, that's fine. Okay, it actually is fine. Okay, sure. You're going for that. We need to make sure we beat that. 15-15. It's a negative coin. We should probably just pull out a safe eagle like Pursuance it. I'm not too worried about the candles at this point because you do die here. You only got 600 HP, right? So, pretty easy kill. Oh, and you do have that chain still, actually, huh? That's quite funny. Your clash power is negligible. How does that make you feel? Pretty bad? Yeah, it should make you feel pretty bad. Yeah, tremor-chain is really good. I think it really is only a matter of time before T-Corp Dawn gets like can get some really funny usage. Because having both tremor-chain and having the power of Time Moratorium means that she is ripe for some antics. That's for sure. You guys hit us, that's fine, it doesn't matter, because your big boss dies. And, pretty notably dies, too. What a triumph is that? We get its ego gifts, which is just some burn stuff that we can use for fusion fodder. That's how it tends to go. Event. You, okay. Well, we don't want bone sticks, so we'll take the pierce one. We've got some pierce, yeah. Not like an insane bit, but like, you have 2 pierce skills, you've got a pierce skill. You're also 2 pierce skills. Okay, so a decent chunk, yeah. Alright, we need to play you. I remember this time. We'll also have Ewan as a 7th and Ewan as an 8th and 9th and 10th, since they've all got some degree of tremor on them, kind of. And I say kind of because that's including self-tremor for Spice Bush, which doesn't count for fusion something like, and that's including the tremor burst on Suncliff skill too, which once again doesn't really count towards anything. Huh. It's a wave fight that doesn't actually have any or it's a reinforcement fight that doesn't have any actual reinforcements. Interesting stuff. Go off, I suppose. What do we have that can deal with that guy decently enough? It's too... Oh, it's not too explosive wraps. Okay, that would do it then. Something like... A lot of less than ideal clashes going on around here, but that's fine. We'll do this and we'll just redirect into what I was originally attacking them each with. And it should be good. There's some favorites going on. That's fine. I believe... Like, the odds are in our favor. Okay, good. I was expecting it to fail horribly because I said the odds are in our favor. But we ball. Okay. We do get the, time memoriam on you. Moratorium. I don't know, I said memoriam. I think, like, when it first got revealed, I thought it was time memoriam. And then was like, wait, no, that is not the word that it's using there whatsoever. You know, moratorium is, like... It's like the death of, like, a business entity or something, I think, right? It's something weird like that. I don't remember the specifics, to be honest, because, I don't really think I have much of a reason to know the specifics for something like that, right? I think that's a logical enough reasoning, but, yeah. That looks good. Probably should be trying to get sanity up on the people that, you know, kind of need their sanity to be upped. But, in time. Not too big of a worry. What floor are we even on? Lust floor? It's lust floor, right? Is it or is it wrath floor? No, it's wrath floor. Is it burn floor? Burn floor? Wrath floor? I think wrath floor. Because wrath Pecatule. That would make, logically a lot of sense. Oh, we get the bandages anyway. Okay, I was just trashing on them earlier, but that's fine. No, it is Lost Floor. Okay, it is Lost Floor. Why are we fighting Wrath Picatula on the Lost Floor? Huh. Well, it doesn't matter too much. Tremor refresh did nothing. Okay, send it back. Okay, there is actually quite a few somethings in this one. Clover Singer Mel's Eyeball, we need to sell like 350 worth or so. Wrong button. What do we have we can sell? Everything that isn't Tremor. That's the answer. Because we're not trying to like lean into any other status effect like at all. We could theoretically get some... Oh, it's still enough. Okay, that's fine. We could theoretically get some mileage out of like charge stuff, right? Because we're running Rose Banner. But otherwise, like, that's about it. Let's take a look at how we're doing on some of these Tremor gifts. So tier 3s, we're only missing one. Yeah, because we're missing, what's it called? The Biovenom Vial. Tier 1s, are we set on tier 1s? We are, okay. It says random there instead of saying Tremor. So that means we have all the tier 1s. And then for tier 2s... We don't have all the tier 2s yet. Okay. Well, we can try fusing some of those then. Might as well, if it'll be something new. Oh yeah, Sour Liquor Aroma. Okay. Anything else? I actually don't have enough stuff to fuse away, I don't think. Oh, no, that's enough. Okay. No, okay, so we have every tier 1, 2, and 3 Tremor gift now. So now we can just get a bunch of filler stuff. Right? And then try and fuse for the tier 4s with it. So yeah, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 with that one. Yeah, so that means there's only a total of 13 normal Tremor gifts, right? Because it's all these and the 2 tier 4s. So yeah, you physically need to go to the time-killing time floor to get 15 Tremor gifts. There's no physical way to do it otherwise, unless I'm forgetting something. Because there's 13 normal ones I can get on any floor. Then you have the spanner from SEA, that's 14, and then you have the 5 you can get from time-killing time. Well, if nothing else, the upcoming event's probably gonna have at least some sort of Tremor EO gift, right? Just, statistically speaking. We could probably just brutally murder you, huh? Just because of the fact that it seems pretty likely that, that's gonna be something that, the new IDs are related to in some degree. Also, in case you're wondering, I did check, but none of the, much to my surprise, none of the, Miracle Rerun EO gifts were Tremor, despite both of those egos we got from it being Tremor. I think they've got some staggery, like, stuff, but none of them are classified as Tremor, which is interesting. Definitely something I would have imagined being the case, but, no. A lot of it just, like, boils down to the fact that Tremor hasn't gotten any, like, events or, like, story stuff that focuses entirely on Tremor, except for time-killing time, right? It's partially why Tremor is such, like, a mismatch compared to, like... Compared to most other factions, there's not, like, one Tremor faction that kind of stands above the rest, right? Like, we have 2 T-Corp IDs, we've got, T2 your Divi IDs, we've got, like, 2 actually Tremor focus. We've got 3 Rose Banners, but 2 of them focus on Tremor. We've got, like, the 2 Molars, we've got, like, the Molar Boatworks, we've got, like, Regret Faust, like, Oofy, Zwei West, Zwei South technically with Sinclair, but... You get what I mean. It's a lot of miscellaneous stuff. And I think that's great. Personally. It's a lot more interesting than focusing on, than, like, just one faction being, like, the faction for something, right? Kind of like what Burn was facing for a while, where it was just basically only Leo. And it still is mostly Leo, but we've got some other Burn factions now. I think it's interesting. It's much more interesting when teams are a mishmash of a bunch of different factions. Like, obviously, you can get a lot of benefits from having a bunch of stuff from the same faction, but it's a lot more interesting to just mix and match. It's why stuff like the Blade Lineage and Kurokumo teams are, like, cool, but Kurokumo especially is just kind of enemy, just simply because it really wants you to run the full thing. I think, like, Ishmael's skill 2 especially really wants you to have, like, the full team. Which is weird. I think Blade Lineage can do it well, because you can, like, run, like, 3 Blade Lineage units and then, like, 3 other Poise IDs, be it, like, depending on what you're going for. You could run, like, Pequod Trio, you could run, like, Full Stop and, like, some filler third option, like, Kurokuma kind of really wants you to get the full thing going. You don't need to, of course. I still think Kurokuma is really good, obviously. This isn't saying it's bad, but I just think like the focusing on running all of a faction being like major rewards is not particularly interesting. There's full stop by a bullet. Don't feel like doing that again. We can get time killing time on this floor, actually. Oh, well that works. We can get the silver watch there. Keep that in mind. Don't go for silver watch. Go for everything else. I don't remember which event is the option gives us silver watch. I think I might. Okay, well here's is this one tremor? It is, right? Because it's a trickle down equinox. Okay, I was worried about that. But yeah, okay, that's tremor. So now we're basically set, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we're gonna get the watch from that. We'll be able to fuse the tier 4s. We're doing good. Okay, well this is not a tremor gift. I appreciate the attempt, though. Funny how this thing has like such a stupid tremor ego and it doesn't even have a tremor gift. It's just sinking. Sooner or later we'll fight it and we'll get its second ego gift, and I mean, to be fair, it's possible one of the random egos we have is supposed to be its thing. I don't know, interlocking cogs is almost certainly a clockwork time roly-poly, so I actually don't know if we have a second thing for that one yet. Get the sloth res. That's cool. Might as well. Now this is something worth a watch. Oh, a watch, you say, like a pocket watch, perchance. That one guy that's got time moratorium should die pretty quickly next turn. I think a really funny combo is time moratorium with white gossipium. And then they're just doing it to a boss, a turn where they're not staggered, and then they're just gonna keep on wailing at you and you just can't kill them in time. That's pretty funny. Has anyone ever, like... I wonder if anyone's ever, like, been able to get, like, the quick kill on Cassetti, but because of time moratorium, they couldn't kill him in time? That could have happened. I feel like that's kind of a weird situation, though, and only would happen, really, if you had... I actually don't know. It's a weird idea. But, like... Oh, I think, Violet Noon, that's where, or specifically the Violet Dawns, I think that's where some people got, like, trolled by it, right? Since those things die in a certain amount of turns, and they do, like, the mass attack thingy when they, like, are exploding, and so if you can't kill them in time thanks to a time moratorium, you just kind of have to take it, because it's an unclashable mass attack. Stuff like that's very funny. Time moratorium's cool. Definitely one of the coolest gimmicks they've done in, I'd say recent memory, but it's been almost a year, huh? Probably like, what, 9 months? Since it was June last year, I think? Yeah, June, like mid-June. Funny to think about. Yeah, that was a weird, like, I remember time killing time being weird just because it felt like it took a while for us to get that first mid-chapter that season. And it was mainly just because of the fact that they released Wallop and MD4 in the same update, which was quite a bit. Hopefully this is clock hands. Huh? We only got one of the actual floor-specific events this floor. That's interesting. And that was all the... Okay. That's weird. Why? Okay. Well, we get clock hands from that. That's nice. Could get a... We can get... Okay, we can get... We're just gonna go overkill on it, right? That's the funny way to do it. We're set now. We could fuse the tier 4, I think. We've probably got enough filler stuff, especially with this in our hand and like that. And then we just can throw in like... Cool. Give me... Huh. Okay. I mean, like, granted, that's pretty good. Because we can just restructure our team a little bit, and we've actually got some units that do a lot of blunt damage. Let me just, Something like that, right? You two being first off. I think you first for the funniest option. Because we're not trying to do, like, very much antics as far as, like, reverberation and, everlasting. So that'll work. Then, like, you. And then we'll still have you guys as backups just in case. But yeah, now you guys just get more power. Especially, that's like a +8 to Daring Decision, isn't it? Or +10? Was it 2 base, 1 coin power? No. That's not how that works whatsoever. The math isn't even... No, okay, it's +2 +1 coin power. Okay, so that's like that's still +6, which is nice. And also blunt skills do more damage in Clash Win. Yeah. Command the halt. Definitely do not want to use that in first phase. Maybe we wait till we get the second one, right? Then we might be able to get a real funny burst off. I don't really want to use that too early either. We can pop like percussive maintenance against you though, that works. Could also get like binds going at some point if we wanted to do a little bit of abnormal antics, right? And I say abnormal because people really do not tremor fracture like at all anymore, or really never did too much, I think, right? I don't know. I've always been a big fan of it, but it's a bit weird. It only... So, the real awful thing about tremor fracture is that the stagger plus... Like, the increasing stagger level thing doesn't last the entire stagger. It only lasts the turn in which the stagger happens, not the turn afterwards in which the enemy is still staggered. And if that sounds like awful, that's because it is awful. I don't know why it works like that. It makes very little sense. Oh well, though. Them's the breaks sometimes, right? Oh, you are getting another one of your things already, huh? Well, I don't think you actually win those. I think it's lying, but, because of the paralysis, but you know what? Live a little, right? Yeah, Dawn wins that. Dawn actually got to make use of the paralysis. I don't know if it would have mattered, because there's only one paralysis, but I think Rio should probably loses these, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Could have egoed. Maybe I should have egoed. It's no worries to me. We Daring Decision you, though, which hopefully does enough damage to bring you to the next phase. I don't know, actually. Actually, it is, definitely, yeah. The same in your shoes. Please get out of my shoes. They're not yours, they're mine. Stop trying to steal my shoes, Virgilius. That rapscallion you. Okay, well this is the part where we spam egos to kill these things. What do we have that hits these pretty well? Actually, Sun Shower hits 2 of them pretty hard, doesn't it? Because, you know, Gluttony weak. And Pierce weak. Yeah, that's not bad. We just do that, do a bunch of damage to 2 of yous. And then otherwise, Unleash Violence, not enough to make it him multi. Okay, that's fine. We can go all in on, like, this one in particular, maybe? Do you have enough Tremor? No, not even close. Well, it's the thought that counts sometimes. Vibration Compression, not bad. Command the halt to the end of the turn is a little unfortunate, but it works fine. And also with Sunshower active, we can start building up poise on Molar Otis, I suppose? Like, that is an option. Bit of a weird one, but it would work. Don't want to ego too much with Otis, of course, since she gets the funny crushed memory benefits, so her skills just do a lot of damage. If we could stagger this brain before we got this going, and we can, excellent. Now that's good. So that way you'll be taking some solid damage from that, from everything really. You still have the protection, so like the damage we're dealing is reduced. We get the stagger plus though, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. And the time moratorium, the clash power down could mean something next turn. I didn't clash your other stuff here, but I figured it was funny. If everyone dies, we'll be chilling, right? Does he kill them himself after a turn, huh? I don't... I didn't think he did. Did we kill them? What did we do to kill them? Huh? I genuinely have no clue how those guys died. Because we didn't have anything, like, super insane for that, did we? We've got nothing that feels, like, okay. I don't know what they all died from. And that's fine. Which part were we going for? This brain, which is, the one that's been horribly debuffed. This one? Or is it this one? It's probably the one dodging, right? It's the one... Actually, we can look at its, like, position, right? So it's the one at the top. I think, right? That's what that means. Because, yeah, this is the one that has the time moratorium. It's the one at the top, which is... this one? I think? The one I was originally thinking it was? Let's look at its clash power. Oh no, we need to actually clash to see clash power, don't we? That's pretty bad. Okay, I think it is that one. Well, unless I'm messing up horribly, which, I mean, I could be. I'm also just popping that for safety. We don't need to do it whatsoever, but it's funny. Just hit you a bunch. We've still got one floor left, but, like, I'm not particularly concerned about that last floor, I don't think. Okay, we went for the wrong brain, I think. Well, we have time moratorium in this one now. So, we went for the right brain. Was it not saying it was the top brain in the menu, though, and then I went for the top brain in the... Then it was the... Okay. I don't know. That's what I thought was going on, but I suppose I misread that, perchance. You're slow now, you idiot. You didn't die because we didn't go all in on that one. Okay. Well, we can go all in this one this time. We can pop it immediately. We don't want to pop it immediately. Maybe we do want to pop it immediately. Just for the funnies. We're not doing a lot here, not gonna lie. I'm purposely not clashing with him because I'm committed to the bid at this point. You've been staggered though, so that's tragic, but you're skill 2ing, nothing too major. We can tank the rest of this, probably. Yeah, 500 pop, not bad. Could have been better, I'm sure, but not bad. You're just low in general, so we're doing good damage to you. Your protection's only at 2 now, which is quite low. Yeah, we can just hit you with random garbage next turn and we should be set. Oh no, you just die this turn, don't you? Yeah, okay, well that works. A little scuffed fight. I messed up that time moratorium, but like, we're not actually going for good tremor stuff. We don't have fusion gifts, we don't have cavernous wailing. So I think that's a very fitting way to kill that guy. Now for funny, we need to just go to like Papa Bongi or something and like brutally murder like some innocent chicken man. Hohenheim, interesting idea. Don't know what I'm feeling. Bull/Toad could be really funny. You know, let's go for it. Why not? Which of the two do we get? We get Bull. I think that is going to be really funny. I think that's my official, stance on this. We'll just run middle path. 3 fights is fine. We'll live. Hey, you guys, 10 of you guys, that's pretty fine. They do be crushers and breakers, though. Oh, actually, we probably could give Dawn the actual blunt coin fire thingy, huh? I forget about that. Sure is mostly blunt with what? /skill 2, I think it is? Blunt/blunt makes sense. I think T-Corp Rodion is mono blunt. It's something like that. One, it was we've time moratorium one of the middle guys, so we've sentenced them to eternal damnation and time jail, as they kind of deserve to be. You know, they're big brothers getting forced into the announcer purgatory, which I guess canonically means in like some mirror world out there, like Ricardo was like paid to just talk into a microphone for Limbus a bunch. Of course, a mirror world where we probably didn't wrong Ricardo as hard. Or maybe we did. I guess we'll have to see what his lines are. I hope he's got a special line for Heathcliff where he's like, oh, die! Or like when Heathcliff dies, he's like, haha, yes, that's awesome. Because the Regilius, we now know that they are willing/able to do more weird specific stuff. I think it'd be funny if more announcers in the future had specific lines for various things. Like sinners they like, sinners they don't like, special lines relating to that. Or maybe even like lines when you're fighting against the announcer themselves. Where like, oh, advice for beating me, my big advice is like, don't fight me in the first place, something like that, I don't know. The Ricardo announcer is very out of nowhere. At the same time, like, I guess they just want to do announcers for events going forwards, and well, they don't really have a lot. There's not really a lot of reasoning in giving us announcers for events that are unvoiced, right? Because they haven't actually voiced the new characters and stuff yet. So they'll just give us random old stuff in the meantime. I guess Ricardo's their way of doing this here. That's how I'm interpreting it, at least. I don't think it means anything for the story. I think it's just, we need someone funny for an announcer. Sure, get Ricardo's VA in. Maybe Ricardo's VA was, like, in the studio. Who was Ricardo's VA? Did he do anything else in the game? You know, while we're busy, like, wailing these gnomes, I'm gonna try and take a look and see if I can figure out what Ricardo's VA has done. Because Limbus Wiki has a lot of, like, the voice actor stuff listed. Let's see. Ricardo is Kim Ki-hyung. Oh, God, it's like Mardex. Gotta keep on checking. So Kim Ki-hyung. Has that done anything else for Limbus? Question mark. I don't think so. Based on my quick look, it doesn't look like it. Who knows? Maybe like voicing. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be tabbed out. Maybe that's like the lesson I should get from that. Maybe tabbing out is going to ruin the game. It is. I don't know what's exactly going on with that, but interesting. Okay, well, I'm not looking it up. I don't think Ricardo was anything else in Limbus, and assumably nothing else in Ruina either, but maybe random overlap. I don't know. But they're probably having him voice someone else in the actual next Kanto. I guess at this point do we think they've started recording for the next Kanto? I assume so. It's probably still like over a month away, but the script might be done, the voice stuff might be starting. Who knows? Just kind of basic speculation on my part, but that's kind of what it feels like they're doing sometimes with some of the announced stuff, right? Like how last year when we got the Angela announcer, I'm convinced the only reason we got an Angela announcer is because they had Angela's VA for the Carmen lines in Kanto 6, right? Because the anniversary was like a month before the Kanto release, so they probably got like the voice actor in for like to do like the couple of Carmen lines when Carmen's like speaking to Heathcliff. And we're also like, you know, let's also get you doing like Angela like announcer. Sooner or later they'll get, you know, Roland announcer in the studio. Although I feel like if they do, it'll probably just be for announcer lines and for nothing else. But you never know. They could get him to voice some random like side character or something. Who knows? Burial Curse, sure. More middle guys, I assume just 10 again. Okay. Well, we've done this fight already, so we just do it again. And then it'll be shop time and then bull time. We can get the... I guess we'll try and get the Rupture tier 4s. No. That's not the status effect I'm trying to use. I don't know what you're talking about, me. Interesting. And with this one, we do interlocking time an enemy that's like barely any HP. But you know, that's the fun. That's part of the fun. Isn't it now? Got a screw loose? They think they screw loose wallop. True. Oh yeah, they finally fixed screw loose wallop, didn't they? How the ego passive referred to it as the wrong name for like 2 years. I think that was a few weeks back at this point, but just kind of came to mind. Because it used to say, like, when the ego passive of the ego, like, or when ego can beat Hurtley, is used, when the ego itself is called through his wall. It was called Hurtley at launch, I think, before they changed it, because they were like, wait, that's not the name of the ego. Although it kind of is, because the Avno itself must become strong, right? The Avno itself must become strong, and Hurtley is just one of its byproducts, and therefore it could have passed as being the ego name. But, that's fine. Maybe we'll get more egos for one of the random Kanto 1 Avnos one day. Or not Kanto 1, Season 1. I mean, Kanto 1 fits, but you know what I mean, right? Because if we're able to get, like, more, like, egos for, like, random stuff, that could work. Because we can get more egos for seasonal stuff, because we've seen that with Bygone Days, right? So who knows? We could see more of them sometimes. Maybe we'll finally get information on whatever Avnos those... Oh, that's fun timing. Whatever Avnos the Kanto 3 aberrations came from, or not aberrations, corrosions, words, you know, a lot of words out there. Hard to keep track of them all. I kind of want to keep Crush Memories at this point. I don't actually have anything for you know what, let's just send it. We don't have, like, Downpour, which would be nice for us, but we don't need it. We don't need any, like, fancy-dancy, like, modern Tremor antics. We just have, I mean, I say that, but, like, Time Moratorium is more modern than, like, Reverb is, technically speaking. Whatever. Command the Halt, that'll probably win those. Actually, I should probably just do that against the one that's actually scary. Yeah, okay, cool. Favoreds. Yeah, a lot of interesting clashes around the board here. This guy just rolls high, right? If we can get that tremor-chain going early, which we should be able to, that'll make a lot of these clashes safer. But a lot of the issue just comes from the fact that this guy might get lucky and just outroll us because of that, so... might not be enough. I actually didn't see. Do we get another skill 3 from Dawn anytime soon? I probably should have checked. I should have rolled for a skill change, huh? More skill 3s for Dawn could have been funny. Because I'd like to get the big burst going, but... at the same time, you never know. Okay, yeah. Well, the -3 clash power didn't matter for that. Because Rodion outrolled it anyways, but... it's still good to have, right? Okay, doubling up the weight up. Is that the only single coiner we have? No, we've got Faust skill 1. Faust skill 1 is kind of the best one to double coin, isn't it? Is yours 1? No, yours was 2. Yeah, oh, yours is 1 coin. And Faust is 1 2. Okay, yeah. So it's just those 2 that are 1 coiners. So that's the only things that actually make use of that, like, actively, particularly frequently. You don't have one of them. Okay, that's fine. We'll pop in, like, an Everlasting near the end, I think. We get that Daring Decision off. You have 1 Paralysis, so we cannot trust these clashes, like, at all. That's fine. It's actually not that big of a deal. It's kind of a big deal. I don't trust a lot of these. You have Clash power down, though, thanks to Chain. So we can just rely on that a little bit. Tremor-chain's good, you know? This is one of the first times I think I can actually, like, showcase it to any, like, reasonable degree because we're not focusing on the other, like, amplitudes too much. We are going to, get a little bit of Everlasting going at the same time. Just for the fun of it, right? More Tremor bursts. It doesn't really matter much at all. Because, like, we don't have the reverb, so it's not doing the funny damage, but it's still something. Did we get enough Sloth Res for it to be the maximum Tremor Infliction? It doesn't matter. You're already, like, 99 potency, I think. Oh, we did get it. That was actually good to know that we did hit 99 potency on at least one enemy. We might have hit on one of the earlier ones, but I don't know for sure. Haven't been paying the most attention, because we do need to do that for one of the achievements as well. And this should guarantee that. Yeah, you are 99 Tremor. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't get messed up if it's not normal Tremor. Hopefully it checks for any type of Tremor and not just generic Tremor. But it probably shouldn't do that. And there you go. Bull dies instantly. How nice. Yeah, it's fun. You could really... If you just have like a little bit Tremor Infliction, you could probably get 10 more Tremor working with any team. Because you can just... It's a multiplication to like the damage you deal, right? On top of the fact it changes all the Sloth damage, so against enemies that are weak to Sloth, it's very good. Against enemies that resist Sloth, it's very bad, of course, but, that's part of the trade-off, isn't it now? We get our 3 levels. Good old chunk of boxes. Nice. And let's take a look at our achievements after I get that quick module. And achievements list. 15 or more Tremor U gifts. Yippee. Floor 5 or higher 5 times. Okay, that's 5 clears, like, recorded now. Tremor and TLA ones, yep. And getting Tremor to high. Oh, get one enemy of 10 plus negative effects. Is there one for more or is that it? Okay, that's it. Yeah, it makes sense that happened on Tremor. Tremor loves its debuffs. We've got a lot of random debuffs with Tremor. Okay. That's nice. And we get pretty minor rewards. It's gonna... Oh, that's the wrong... Okay, I moved it. I see. Slay me. Okay, not bad. We're chipping away at it. Level 27 now. We're, like, over halfway there. Since I think it, like, stays 100 per... Yeah. You need to do every single one of these in order to get it to level 50, though. Which will take time, but that's fun. But yeah, I do think that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!